Hi. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm tired. Sorry. I don't mean to sound tired. Like, I literally was turned on my mic and immediately as soon as I did, I started yawning. I'm so gone by a character from Ace Attorney Investigation Shoes. How many Ace Attorneys are there? Hold up. I gotta look this up. Now I gotta look. Hold on. How many? Okay. All Ace Attorney games. All right. In order. Oh, there's an in order. Oh, hell yeah. There's an order. Okay. Oh, hold up. Hold on. Oh gosh. I wanted to take a little nibble. I am now apparently going down a rabbit hole. There is a rabbit hole that I was not expecting to find today. What the fuck? There's 11? 11? Holy shit, dude. What the fuck have I done? What have I done? Why have I done? It's a lot of stuff to play. Oh, fuck. I just got a simple trilogy. Yeah, oh my gosh. Fuck. Oh god, what have I done? What have I done? I meant to just find a simple game with, like, you know, a couple of, like, continuations. Like Danganronpa. No, this is the fucking... Oh, shit, what have I done? There's Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, which is, I believe, what I'm working on now. And then the next one is Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Oh, fuck. And then there's Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, and then Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. Do I play as Miles Edgeworth? Hold up, that might be interesting. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, Ace Attorney Trilogy, The Great Ace Attorney Adventures, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, The Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutors Gambit. 5 games out of 11? Are you sure? Oh my gosh, where am I in this world? Holy fuck. I have made mistakes by picking this. Why did I pick this? Why did I pick this? Trials and Tribulations? Oh my gosh, why did I pick this? Prosecutors Gambit is so good. This was not in my bingo cards. This is not what I was expecting to happen. The Great Ace Attorney Adventures? What's that? What is this? Trilogy 2014. Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice 2016. Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. What is happening? Why did I pick this? What have I done? I thought this was gonna be a simple, like, 3-piece game. No, there's games, and they're still coming out with more. There's the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles in 2021, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy 2024, and the Ace Attorney Investigations Collecting 2024. What have I done? What have I done? The game hasn't even started. I haven't even started anything yet. I'm looking at the list. There is a list. There is a list. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Some of them are remasters though. But, like, okay, hold on. Before I show you the good old wonders of Ace Attorney, okay, and we, like, play the game. Before we get there, before that, which one is it? This one. Okay. Join me on a journey for a second. What is this? Ace Attorney timeline in chronological order. There's a timeline that I had no idea even existed. There's a timeline. You see this? There's a timeline. There's like a whole, is this kind of like the Gravity Falls Chaos? Mia? Who are you? Who is this? Is this Mia? there's so much happening. During Phoenix's right career. Oh, boyo. What the fuck? This might actually contain spoilers now that I realize it, but I'm actually not gonna read all of that stuff. I'm just reading all of this. And who is this? Who is this guy? Don't keep reading the spoilers. I don't need spoilers. I don't really care about spoilers. Who is this? And who is that? Who are these people? I like this outfit. This is really cute. But who are you? Apollo Justice. Who is Apollo Justice? Dual Destinies? I don't know what that is. Diet Phoenix? What do you mean? Do you recognize Emma? Yeah, I saw Emma. Like, I saw her in, like, the green. Like, this green color. That's Emma. She grew up. Everyone apparently grows up. I saw an image of, like, what was it? Maya. I saw an image of Maya earlier. She looked older, which is good for her. But it's just like, what the fuck? What is happening? How am I here? Why am I here? I did not mean to look at an area. I'm sorry, Mia. That means that what? Damn, Mia looked good. Damn, Mia looked good. Holy shit. All the games are worth playing. Oh, I don't know. They're all worth playing, but they aren't the original trilogy. I don't understand. I'm so lost. I'm concerned. I like don't get it. Okay. Okay. Technically, these aren't really ace. Like, if you want to read the passages, technically they are if you read the passages, it kind of contains spoilers, I think. I'm not really going to read them, though, because I don't really care about reading it. I was just looking at the list. How many games are there? I don't think I want to play all of them. We kind of get a little bit crazy. You only need 1 through 3, Edgeworth 1 and 2, and maybe Apollo Justice 1. Oh my gosh! Huh? Okay. This is a wild journey that I just went down for a minute. I was unprepared for this. But okay. Good to know. Alright. So. Okay, I'm gonna, hold on. Hello, microphone. You're coming with me for a minute. Hold up. I do apologize if the microphone's a little bit different sounding. It's because I literally picked it up. But, I'm writing this down. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. No, I used to have an Ace Attorney page. I do. Okay. I found it. We're good. Let's see. Ace Attorney, and you said, I'm writing this down because, like, if I ever continue this, especially if I end up continuing this on Twitch, yeah, it would make a lot of sense for me to do that. So, Ace Attorney 1 through 3, which thankfully I have. And then you got Edgeworth 1 through 2. All right, and then finally, Apollo Justice. Okay. I can give you the most insightful, correct version of the games list if you want. I'm concerned if you say that. Because you guys are a little too much, okay, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, okay? If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Well, it's my opinion anyway, so it doesn't matter. If you like this too much, respect to you, I don't think I can. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think I can get this into the game. I get it, I can see why people enjoy it, I can see why people can get into it. I'm sorry, it's not really my favorite cup of tea. Like, I'll play the game, you know? I'll go through the story, I'll learn about the lore, I'll bail Maya out of jail constantly, but, like, it's not really my immediate go-to thing for, yeah, this is like up my alley. I don't know how, But for some reason, this is less up my alley compared to Danganronpa. I don't know why I was expecting Danganronpa to be kind of ass, and I end up loving it. But I was kind of thinking maybe this is like the opposite effect. Like, I was like, oh, maybe I actually would pretty much enjoy this a lot. And then come to find out, no offense, it's not fully up my alley. It's not bad. I still want to, like, play it. I still want to, like, prove that Maya's innocent and prove that, like, my crazy theories end up being correct. And how, for example, technically Eni is the one that died, Mimi's the one that lived, but it looks like Eni because she had her ID, and then killed, what's her name? Killed the guy, this guy, Turner Gray, out of revenge for the death of the sister. But Morgan is also in on Mimi killing Dr. Turner Gray and is using Maya to cover up the death. Like, so Maya's the scapegoat for the murder, when in reality it's because it's actually Mimi disguised as Eni with the help of Morgan Fay with the motive to get rid of Maya because she's technically the new head of the house. And Morgan really wants her daughter Pearl because she is seen as the perfect child. Wants her to go and like be the next head of the house. That makes sense, right? This is the far worst game of the original trilogy. Oh, I blame the lack of Edward. Yeah, that is okay. I will say this is kind of. I will say this one specifically. No offense, guys, but this Ace Attorney specifically kind of is a little bit bland, and I want to say it's just because there's no joking tension with Edgeworth. There's no joking tension for a lot of people. Anyway, court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. Right. We're resuming trial. Defense is ready, Your Honor. What was her voice? I think I tried to do like a nice, calm, sweet, like somewhat evil voice, but I don't think I remember how to do it. So we're gonna just see what happens with the voice. Let's start already. Also, next one is Gooey Candy. Gooey Candy? Okay. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. Yeah, you sound very joyous, my dear. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. Oh, no. Ma'am, please. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Guy eye candy? Okay. Don't be foolish. You foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. This game has a lot less Pearl. Oh, thank goodness as well. Oh, hallelujah. I'm sorry, I just... Really? My Pearl, man. She's adorable. She needs to be innocent. Leave her alone. Boys look away. Men look away. Respectful eyes. This is a child we're talking to. I am the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fay. It's true what they say. Women are really scary whenever they fight. Dude, this is not even the half of it. Women are just... Okay. I can say this because I am one. Women are fucking scary as hell. They are scary bitches, okay? They are. And I will not take any other, like, people being like, oh, no, they're not. Yes, we are. Women are scary in their own way, just like guys are scary, okay? People in general are just scary. All right? Women are scary because they are not afraid to backstab you like no tomorrow. All right? It's freaky. They know how to attack you in, like, more in an emotional way, more than physical. Like, it's kind of scary with some of the insults they can come up with. Guys, on the other hand, are scary just because, you know, no offense, like, they're guys. Like, no offense, but, like, you've met quite a few crazy and creepy people. And especially if you are, like, someone of the opposite sex, you're kind of seeing, it's kind of a little bit unsettling and a little bit uncomfortable. Same thing with girls. Don't think girls are not the same. Some girls are. No different than guys in that situation. I've never been assaulted by a girl. I actually do know someone who had not assault, nothing like that, but definitely harassed, and they were clearly uncomfortable, and it was just really weird that I had to, like, cause like it's not that I didn't notice. I noticed, but I didn't know if, like, how the friend was reacting, cause I couldn't 100% tell. But whenever he finally, like, give, like, a, oh, sorry, not interested, that's whenever I'm like, okay, we're gonna intervene, because she would not let go of my friend. She was practically wanted to cling to his arm, and I had to intervene, be like, hi, sorry, can you back off? Like, he's clearly wanting to be left alone. Take the note for, like, take the hint, sweetheart. I know you can read it. So, like, that was kind of a situation that happened, but yeah, anyway. Harassment, sure, yeah. That's when okay, the kitty, I know you a little bit. Not a whole lot, but I know you a little bit. For you to be like, I know you have I have a wife card. Like, you pull that out real fast, especially if someone's trying to be flirty with you or trying to be, like, nice to you. I have a very strong feeling you pull out the, I have a wife. Like, get away from me. I have a wife. Like, I feel like you would, the kitty. I feel like you are the type of person who's like, I have a wife. Like, you would just, someone tries to say hi, you know, like, try to be something like sweet or friendly or, like, super flirty, and you're like, nope. I have a wife. Like, get away from me. Wife right here. Awesome wife. Love wife. Like, stay away. I have wife. This may or may not be true. Good man, the kitty. Good man. Oh my gosh. It's good as they say. Okay, right. They're scary. Back to the point at hand. People are scary in the discussion. People are just scary in their own ways. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during today's session, or yesterday's session. I'm getting my days mixed up, for I'm old. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof. Well, okay. Can I just blurt out and be like, objection, I would like to state my thing, and like no offense, court, but shut up for a second. So, like, I just, like, present all of my stuff and be like, okay, this is all hypothetical, but this all makes sense. It could be a perfect motive, and there's other reasons, but I'm not allowed to say them. I know what I'm talking about. Just let me complain, because I know it. I just can't. Won't let me bleh, you know? This key is the only key to the channeling chamber, and it was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. All right, let's hear it. Hold on. Okay. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, that the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? Yeah, in handcuffs. What? But Ms. Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? It's not. I know who it is. I never said it wasn't the defendant. And what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Miss Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room in handcuffs. I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Bitch. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was a immediate reaction. Oh, she grabs her sleeve just like her father does. Interesting. I just now realized that. Witness, name and occupation. Yeah, Morgan's gonna act like she tried to help because Maya's guilty and yada yada yada. Yeah, because she just wants to become the head of the house. And Maya is the literal counterpoint for being the head of the house. What was her voice again? Oh gosh, it's always the one that I'm trying to do like the smooth voice, and I can only do a small little smooth voice. Okay. My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean by in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Girl! We kind of need that. That's her it's pertaining to her occupation, so we kind of need that detail. Alright, fine, we'll just ignore myself then. I don't matter, I'm just apparently a little voice in someone's head that's just yelling all the time. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? What is that? It is a technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... You be quiet. Bro. Brad needs her brothers too. Yep. The voices are starting to blur. I'm gonna be honest. They're not really that distinct. I'm sorry. They're starting to blur together. I apologize. Now witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya escaped from the room. What? Oh, you lying bitch. Oh, you liar! This is insane. What? Stop with the whip! And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Might as well tell you the next case sucks absolute ass. We'll be here to support you though. Okay, thank goodness. Order in the court. Miss Fey, please testify to the court what happened during this time. Bullshit. Bullshit happened during this time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on the trial. This is all bullshit. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and into the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. The pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrust it away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. I'm gonna press her on that. That doesn't sound right. Why have you hidden this until now? Ooh! I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. That stutter! You see the stutter! She is bullshit! However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. She is simply talking out of her ass, Ms. Von Karma. And I'm gonna prove it. Allow me to cross-examine this witness, please. Why is she making a point to take a stab at me? No, never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Yes, thank you. Well, let's do this. Shit. Mount is a very smart and sly person. It's gonna be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. I'm gonna try my fucking best. I'm gonna press on everything and find a loop. Press. You said those two. Who are the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. Wow. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. I can too. In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office. Was it really necessary to have two people do something as simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, ma'am? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. No, press. Press on that. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Yes, question further. Let's question further. There's something there. There was another person who wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? Yeah, it was. It was technically Eenie, quote unquote, but it's really Mimi. You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be any more victims. The lives of both the good and sir of the camera woman will be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Oh, I see you lying trickster. You're smart. I'll give you that. I still don't like you. Well, that was a very noble of you. Noble job of you, Miss Faye. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Now people got a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Oh! Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. I'm not. Not until I get her to confess that she wants her own niece to go to jail so that she can be the head of the house. During your investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant in the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? You liar! I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. Why would you lie about something like that to the court? It is very painful for me to say this. However... Nope. I don't like it. Second one is a good... What? The witness was lying to cover up for the defendant. No, she's not. No, she's not. She was covering for Maya. Nope. Question further. I'm doubling down, motherfuckers. Let's go. So you're covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. Bull. But our renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she? This witness didn't and could not have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Miles gets his cute daughter. Miles gets a daughter? Ooh! Very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? It's called an ulcer, sweetie. Now, witness, continue with what happened. Bull. Suddenly she chose to run away from us. Press. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, but yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way that she could have escaped from you so easily. Kind of. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this photo? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Dude, you barely even remember your name or yet alone what you had for breakfast. Basically, Mystic Maya's ability was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength. What great strength? You're both women. That sounds so insulting to the strong, muscular women out there. I am so sorry. Muscular women, you guys are great. Please don't come after me. You fainted. I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. Weirdly enough, I know someone whose username is Dizzy. So I read that and I was like, huh? How long were you unconscious for? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. The defendant almost certainly went somewhere around that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. You found her eventually, though. Is it because you were unconscious? Why, yes. No. Well, now what? Question further. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Ooh! Oh! Did I find it? Now that you mention, I also wonder that myself. Tiny playing meek to the non-tiny, huh? Trying to prove Maya's innocence in the trial. Well, we're gonna see if we can. It's true that this witness was not able to confirm this. But the key word here is that this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It's gonna be Mimi. It's gonna be Mimi. We're gonna prove it. It's gonna be Mimi. It looks like Miss Von Commer's ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. I'm not done! From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. No, there is. I just need to find the right stuff and the right push and the right evidence to slaughter it and prove that I'm right. I know what happened. I just need to prove it. I just need the evidence. I just need someone to slip up in their fucking words so I can use it against them properly in a court of law. From what she has said, she can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. Oh, this isn't gonna come back and bite us in the ass. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. Oh, be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done when she had begun to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Yep. So we're gonna pull this out. Who is it? The one that they want to call technically Eeny Meeny, but it's really Mimi Meeny. Here we go. The prosecution calls Miss Eeny Meeny, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eeny Meeny? Phoenix, I know it! Just let me out of your brain, please! I think you see where this is headed. Yeah, it's her sister. I know where it's headed! I know where it's headed. It's headed into she is actually her who is pretending to be her because she got the actual, like the wrong freaking ID card out to get her face right and back to normal. But really, these two are plotting together to take out and prove that Maya is guilty for murdering this guy. That way she can go to jail and then she can become the new head of the house, and she got her revenge for the death of her sister, which was caused by this guy that she so technically blames. Let me out of the brain! Oh yeah, big brain TinyGeek got it. Never mind me. Yeah, like I know it. I just need the slip up so that I can show it all. Witness, name and occupation.
Okay, so like my name is Eeny Meeny, and I'm like researching the like parapsychology stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
So like let's see. it's like most people like call it the occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. You know, Von Karma, whip the man. Or don't whip the man. I was expecting that to happen. Like, that was kind of... Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Oh, yes, sir. Sir? Alright, sure. Now then, Miss Meanie. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct?
Well, like, I guess.
If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. I don't think he has much of a functioning spine after Gant, but you know, that's just neither here nor there. Okay.
Like, whenever the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room.
Like, why were you even there in the beginning, though?
And then, like, a little bit later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Like, it was like, oh my god, it's my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a really, like, sad way, you know? Like, my sister, she, like, told me something totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister. I would have lost his shit in this case. He would have eaten Enai alongside Phoenix after seeing her life. Yeah. Don't you mean the defendant Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the mode of channeling at that time. Are you saying that this spirit was the spirit of the witness's sister? Oh my gosh, this is like, okay, this is wild. Yes, Mimi Minnie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. She is the one who is the person, if you let me fucking speak, you hooligans, you hooligans. I'm sorry. At this point, I'm just like a little ghost during this court trial, and I'm just like literally running around like, it's all wrong. You can't see me. I can just bitch slap you across the face, and you wouldn't have any idea. But like, this is my life. I was surprised that they believe in all the channeling stuff. Yeah, especially that they actually like made it illegal to use spirits, like the claim of spirits in court trials after the 1800s. Well, this is witness.
Like, yeah?
In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it.
Okay, so like, do I like totally have to?
Of course. Miss Eni, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me.
That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Hard to ignore the elephant in the way to tiny kimono in the room. Yeah. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Nini? Ooh, that kind of sounds more like a... That sounds very much kind of more like a convincing, you know? Like, it's like convincing herself. I took revenge for you. You know, I did all this revenge for you. Because I wanted revenge for the death of the sister. Like, that's what it sounded like. I don't know the elephant in the way to, yeah. Are you sure that is what she said?
Yeah.
There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor? I was not satisfied with that stutter. She stuttered there for a second. I can't believe it. She's lying through her teeth about the sleeping pills. Yeah. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this is the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I think it's time for me to let me cross-examine the witness and prove that Maya is innocent because I know exactly what fucking happened if you actually let me do this! Oh, it certainly seems like all those loose ends are accounted for. This is bullshit! Was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. How do you read my thoughts, honey? What do you mean? It's well constructed, bud. That's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. Let me do it! We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind that tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt. So the defendants will cross-examine this witness because I know what happened, and if you let me speak, I will prove it to so. We believe that the cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder, and it is all this lies and bullshit will reveal the real truth of, like, how Mimi actually killed. And that Eni was the one who really died. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts the more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make it out one... Oh, I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than last time. She lives in the land of the dead. She sustains herself on the thoughts of the living. Yeah. After the murder.
Like, whenever the channeling started, I was like sleeping on the side room.
Okay, I got that.
Later, someone like came in really suddenly. Press.
Do you know the time?
Like maybe a little before 11 a.m. or something? Like something like that, I think.
11?
Yeah, like my stomach is really ready for like food, you know?
I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it whenever someone came into your room.
Oh, so like that was what you meant. Okay, it should have been more like,
clear. Just stop beating around the bush. You are not that dumb.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really fine.
Fucking stop.
Did I stop? What was I talking about again?
No, we're not. Are you absolutely sure?
I guess?
See, again, not decisive. You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
I don't know, okay? I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
It's right. I'm an only child. Biologically same. More than that, she managed to mess up the question with her answer. Mr. Wright. Wait, what did she just say? Wait, whoa, back up. What did she just say? Whoa. Wait. I found a loop there. I guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? I don't know. I don't totally know your sister at all. Name is not this. But more than that, she managed to mess up the question with her answer. Okay. Interesting. You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react with surprise at seeing a dead loved one again?
But like, even if maybe like if I was someone who didn't know about it, like the occult. But like, I know all about the Korean channeling technique.
And how do you know that? The point here is that the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister.
Yeah, like what she said.
Should I drop this? No. Doubling down, motherfuckers, let's go. You really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was, like, strange, you know?
But you are lying. Ow. Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the defense of the witness felt whenever she saw her sister, is that really important? Yes! It's very important, although I have not quite figured out what it is yet. But it does. Usually if you see a relative that you haven't seen or practically died, you know, probably the first reaction is going to be shock, mixed emotions. Mostly it's probably just straight a bittersweet feeling. So for her to be oh, it was just oh, I saw my sister. It was really happy but really sad. No, your immediate reaction will probably be, oh my gosh, my sister is alive. And then followed up with, oh my gosh, she's alive. And oh my gosh, I know she's dead. You know? As someone comes to scum and blood and reeking of gunpowder. Yeah. I gotta bluff her now and make it seem like I know. Mr. Wright, please amend your testimony.
Okay, I'm totally cool with that.
So nothing odd about your sister's appearance?
Yeah, nothing was weird.
Maya's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. It's impossible.
Everything okay? Can I go on?
Nope. Again, it's also depending on what she's wearing, which I'm pretty sure she was covered in blood and stuff. You would probably immediately be like, oh fuck, what the fuck is happening? Especially if you're waking up. Objection! That was a very well spun lie, Miss Zini.
Yeah, she looked totally normal.
Yeah, covered in blood. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? I didn't mean to! It's Phoenix, not me! Don't look at me in such condescending eyes, I'm sorry! Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you just said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. She was covered in blood. Yeah, and? I think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this photo again. This is the picture of the sister that you met, right? Wouldn't you think that it would be kind of crazy and you'd be really surprised if someone appeared to you wearing this shit? The blood spray. Yeah, the blood spray! Congratulations, Von Carmen, you figured that out! What a foolishly foolish fool you are! Meanie, why did you not include the blood that you saw in the testimony? If you're really testifying and not lying, wouldn't you have noted it off the bat that I was she was covered in blood and I was freaking the fuck out?
Oopsie.
Why is there blood on both sides of the boobs? Yeah. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meanie?
Oh, we found a tear.
Miss Meanie.
I'm thinking!
Don't interrupt me! Those eyes! Y'all saw the eyes, right? You see the eyes. The eyes. Oh my gosh, I'm fucking right. I just need to prove it! I need to prove it! What are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, That witness. Her passing did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that whenever they get on the stand, though. No. No, Mia's onto something because I know. Let me do it. First of all, calm yourself, witness.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. I'm sorry.
Hurry up with the testimony already. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Man bends over backwards. That's why he and Ganter make such a good couple.
The side room was kind of dark, you know? We were in the middle of the day.
I went in there earlier. Yeah, but this would have been much better if Miles were on this point. Yeah, it would have.
So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes, now I see. Why did you take her to the channeling chamber? Why did you do that? Yeah, you've given us a clear reason for you didn't notice the blood. No, because even if you take her out of the room, there's still sunlight. Even if you claim it was dark in that room, which it wasn't, by the way. But if you claim that it was dark in the room and then you take her somewhere in on the other side of the room and you have to walk through an open doored hallway, you're gonna see the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Bro. She was busy fixing the jar that she busted. Yeah, you're right. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? I guess not. Very well, you may cross-examine the witness. I plan to! That shooter, Kitty, you're so right. I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Oh yeah! Objection! Don't push your subjective opinions into this court. It was bright though. It may not be as bright as this courtroom, but it was bright.
That's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Minnie's? Oh, you are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this little trite man.
Okay.
Can't breathe. Let me out of here. Oh, how do you think I feel? I am the spirit, apparently, in this room, and no one's able to hear me. Costume, the blood blinded right in. You didn't see the blood?
Yeah.
Okay, no offense. Anyone and everyone, especially females, you know, as well. Because you have to deal with this on a day. You have to deal with this every month as well. But you know the smell of blood. Even if even it's a little bit, you know that smell, that blood has a smell. So if you murdered someone, you're going to smell blood. Everyone knows that smell. This has been a very gendered stream. This has been a very wild stream. But everyone knows the smell of blood. It exists. It's a thing. So, even if you didn't see it, you would have smelled the blood, is what I'm getting at. She must have had the gun with her at the time as well. And the smell of blood. Do we not use our noses? We have noses. We dig in people's business all the time because we're all nosy people. That's the whole point of this. But, we're not sniffing around, the fact of, we would have been able to smell the blood.
That's,
Are you gonna tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either?
I really didn't. All I was looking at was the face.
Continue. Girl, you know it's not. You know it's wrong. Those dots indicated that you know this is wrong, and you're still just gonna go along with it. your sister like at the time?
She was like totally flipped out because she was like, shot Dr. Gray. But like, I think she knew. She like said that she did something really bad. And like, she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to like Miss Morgan or something.
Miles coughed as Phoenix nuzzles up against his shoulder, gritty as a puppy on a play date, as Fran ate her steak and observed with playful joy. I know he doesn't look like it, but this is my friend. Interesting. Did Mimi Spear really say all of that to you?
Like, yeah. They were such a cute couple, by the way. And then like, I took my sister to cheerleading team, but why?
Was your sister calm by that time?
I guess so. I guess maybe like taking her revenge on Dr. Cray made her feel a lot better, you know?
I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better. She says with her whip ready.
And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Minnie?
Sure.
Was there anything that you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Out of place? Like, what do you mean?
When you're in the side room, when you were going to the crime scene, when you arrived at the crime scene. Ooh! It's either whenever you were going to the crime scene or when you arrived. When you were going to the crime scene. When you were going to the channeling chamber.
Nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. Was there a little girl messing with a broken vase?
I can't really remember.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. You can't just go, like, I don't know, in a court of law, okay? So present your real case and the real claim and shut up. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd in the way that the channeling chamber was not important? Yes. Because we have a witness. I ask because it's very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Phoenix! Okay. Very well, Miss Minnie, if you would please include your testimony. I don't get why, but like, okay. Didn't see anyone wrong. We're gonna be wrong. Where did the little girl go? Murder under repair. Objection! I have found the fault, or I guess the crack in your case, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. And at least one of them. Will you take a look at this urn? The urn? Yeah, there's cracks. Do you see them? So? What does that prove? Objection! Who cares about some worn-out old urn? I went outside yesterday and someone called me Penix. Like, yeah? I already, like, said that I didn't, like, see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber, you know? I didn't, like, totally say anything about an urn, did I? It's not about the urn. Looks like you really don't understand now, do you? I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at the time, there's no way that you could have not seen this person. She is adorable as fuck. You would have seen her and been like, oh my gosh, she's like so totally cute. Take that! I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Faye's daughter, Pearl Faye. Yes, and how is this child relevant? Look at her. Look how cute she is. You see how adorable an adorable little bean she is? You would have seen her. It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh. It just happened to break this urn. I see. Wait, she broke the urn? Yeah, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. Nah. Hello. What is that? Sleep pause? Sleep pause. Hello, sleep pause. Believe me, I tried using Pearl's cuteness to get not guilty verdicts. That didn't work. Well, too bad. I'm gonna make it work this time. Pearl was the only one who put it back together. while sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
Wow. What?
She looked like a ghost for a second. Cute. Miss Meanie. Pearl was there at the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting that pieces of the urn back together. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Minnie. And that you are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. Miss Meanie, tell us the truth.
About what?
Oh, she didn't say like a lot. About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder. Whoop. Objection! Whoop. The witness just testified about that.
That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No. I know because I went in. Your lies end here. We're doubling down.
What?
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was sleeping in the side room. And I say that is not possible because it is clearly a contradiction here. Contradiction? Where is this contradiction? In a testimony, it's in the evidence. Help me, Mia. Oh, fuck.
Help. Chat, help. Helpful fellows, help me.
We're gonna talk about the box? Is that what we're gonna talk about? Is it the box? Is it in the evidence of the box?
Help.
It's in the evidence. I'm gonna say it's in the evidence. Hold up. Hold up. I have this. No. Hold on. I'm going to do a thing. We're gonna save here. Okay. We're gonna take a shot in the dark. It's in her testimony. It's in the evidence. I'm gonna prove the evidence. Court record. Planning to throw another piece of evidence. Very well, let us see this evidence. Mia, I don't know what you plan on showing to the court, but I can guarantee you the answer is not there. Fuck. So I even try to bluff. Huh. Fanfiction where you're just stalking my life. Oh, Phoenix. So, I did not get to read all the fanfiction. Hold up. I need to go back up. I gotta read the fanfiction. Hold on. Cough, does this happen? And since he is my friend and a prosecutor, you know what that means. He must be the best prosecutor in the land or he would not be worth of my notice. Could you stop fawning for 5 seconds? I swear. He is not usually like this. He defeated Manfred after all, but he seems to have fallen victim to our penchant for perfection. Fran nodded matter-of-factly before poking at Edgeworth with her fork. I suppose that's only natural for those who follow the Von Karma line. Still infatuated indeed. I'm almost jealous, brother dear. No longer able to contain herself. Younger Von Karma took upon herself to snap a picture on her cell phone and hum to her with a smug satisfaction. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and this will be my treasure for time to come. Okay, that's cute. I'll return to see Miss Mormel fixes everything. Okay, this is so cute. Okay, that was a cute little wholesome thing. This is one to lend you a hand, rethink your answer. Okay. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was sleeping in the side room. I'll say that is not possible because there was clearly a contradiction. Where's the contradiction? Help me. Mia. I may have overreached on this one. Is there any contradiction somewhere? Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. Okay, thank goodness. You can't prove anything. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's here. So, does this once? Do you want me to help you out? I know it, but apparently my character's too dumb to figure it out. So yes, I would like your assistance since apparently my guy's not smart enough. Please, I need your help. Hold on. First, calm down. Good. That girl, she slipped up with her words. Her words? If she really was in the side room the entire time, then she just testified about something that she shouldn't have any knowledge of. And what's that? The rest is for you to figure out on your own. Okay. Okay. In her testimony. Earlier in her testimony, you made the following statement.
And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So, like, what does that like have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact?
How what?
I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. There was the contradiction. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go into the channeling chamber. But you did not go there by the way of the Winding Way.
Oh my god, you're such a piece of shit.
Look at this manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the Winding Way.
You would think, but they didn't, in fact, do that. They were just chilling inside of the channeling chamber the entire time.
Yeah, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Meanie, answer the question, oh, for fuck's sake. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. It's not a baseless assumption. The evidence is there. She would have like been like, oh, I saw the little girl. Like, it would have made more sense, but she didn't. I suppose since you put it all on the table, Mr. Phoenix, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? In the channeling chamber. Now's your chance, Phoenix. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray is Miss Eenie Meenie. But it's really not. It's Mimi Meenie. Now is the time to prove it. Here is your answer. Where is the witness? Take that! Miss Meenie was here. What? That's the channeling chamber. Yes. Isn't that the crime scene? Yeah, it is. Miss Meanie was the one at the scene of the crime. Order. What's... Mr. Phoenix Wright? Have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber whenever the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. When Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding?
Where? Like, where was I hiding? Oh, I know exactly where you were hiding, my bigger. Because I made note of that a long time ago. Way back when. Someone make a compilation of this case alone, please, about all the times that I made predictions that ended up being correct. Or that I was like, oh, that's suspicious. That's strange. That's a little weird. You know, someone please. I would love that. Here. Behind the folding screen. Yeah. Do not make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. Well, I ain't no way that anyone was hanging around behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Oh yeah, those eyes. Those eyes. Girl, that hat needs to die. Why is Tiny solving everything in these cases lately? Oh, my kids is getting predictable. No, I just have a really weird mind.
Quit being so quick and pin it on me, you slime ball.
Oh yeah, I got you. No, Miss Meanie. One so young should not be saying.
Shut it, Gramps, if you know exactly how old I am.
Sorry. Looks like the pie's about to burst. I should help it along. The witness was behind the folding screen with the help of this. The box. Take that! Miss Meanie, how were you able to hide yourself from the scene of the crime? That's very simple. You were hiding inside of this box. Yeah, that little tiny box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory was already disproved. Lana disproved it whenever she was hiding from me. As Miles went back to the taxi, he scowled at Phoenix. That grin of his was still stretched from ear to ear, unwavering for even a moment. Wedding bells, she said. We should invite her back soon. Ooh. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. Yeah, that's right. I was sleeping there, so like I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Right. Does she read fan wikis? What else could she do to the eeny meeny twist? No. I just have a lot of theories. Like, I was just half joking about it, but then I saw the eyes and I was like, wait, this actually proves everything. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was hiding at the time of the crime? Yes, I can. I present the evidence that I will prove. Clothing of the box was seen in the crime whenever the murder took place. The bullet holes. Can we talk about the bullets? 2 shots are fired. Which one do I, okay, hold up. I would like assistance, please. I would like some assistance because I know what it is. I just don't have it. So this one has, the box has a bullet hole 8 inches off the ground. The pistol itself was shot 2 times. Once was whenever it went astray, and then also hit the folding screen that is also 8 inches off the ground. So which evidence do I present regarding the box? Is it going to be the folding screen or is it going to be the pistol? Because I think it should be technically the folding screen because if you line them up, it's going to be exactly 8 inches. But then you can then present the evidence of the pistol being shot twice. So that's why I'm asking for assistance. Because I don't know which one it is. I want to say it's this one. I'm going to present this one. Take a look at this clothing box. Oh, sweet. The folding screen? Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, you're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? It is a screen. Okay, perfect. I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. Yeah, no, and would you also look at that? Oh, look at that, 8 inches off the ground, almost precisely is that same bullet hole. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen had a hole in the same height. Yep, yes it did. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meanie, if you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. That folding screen was a priceless treasure. Ooh. Then, Mr. Phoenix right. What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eeny Meeny? Yes, it is, but it's actually not Eeny Meeny because the real Eeny Meeny is dead and it's actually Meeny Meeny. Let me speak. Let me possess the Faye family for a second to speak my case. That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eeny Meeny, you were hiding inside of this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. Masquerade as Maya Fey. She had a plan from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No. Stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. Oh, look at you being the foolish fool. Stay in your place. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix, right? Then I have a proposition. This whole idea with the witness moved the clothing box at the crime scene, pretending to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It is not possible for one person to do it by herself. Correct! You are right. It's not. She had the help of Morgan. You're right. It is very much impossible for one person to do all the preparations. Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. I'm getting there if you would shut up and stop whipping me. Miss Von Karma, you said it yourself. It's not possible for one person, but 2 people. You can't be serious. Oh, look at you getting all antsy-wantsy. Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. Your accomplice was none other than Miss Morgan Fey. This person
If it wasn't someone from Cryon Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fae household, you wouldn't have gotten the box to use. Morgan Fae. Isn't that the wonderful lady who we had witnessed earlier?
Judge, are you bisexual?
You want to talk about it? Maybe outside of court right now?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie?
You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Can you deny it?
That was like the most lowercase scream I could do. If TinyGeek guesses a lot of the twists in the next case, in my case, have become predictable. Oop. Phoenix spouted. Oh, Miles roared at and hit the roof of the taxi with rage, most unbefitting of its usual composure. I swear, right, I will lock you in the trunk of the old bag for a week if you don't cease this jesting. Phoenix pouted with a clear lack of concern for the threat before landing a gentle peck on the cheek of Edward. You don't mean that, and we shouldn't hide in the shadows. Ah! That's so cute! I think this is what really happened. Oh my gosh, this is like if anyone knows the show Monk, this is a Monk moment. Here's what happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2. Both of them had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Or look, there's a sleeping drug that we talked about earlier. Things about it with the clear, our relationship has always been about embracing the truth, right? Miles grimaced at the peg before getting a small amount of elation to creep over his face. Dirty pool, right? Oh, we'll see. That's so cute. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did this so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected. For a second now, Monk, how many peak mystery shows do you also watch? I used to also watch Chuck. My family and I used to watch, I used to watch a little bit of Chuck, which is kind of like a little bit of like kind of that same humor as Psych. I loved Psych. My family and I loved watching Psych. I also loved watching Monk as well. And then I mentioned Psych because we watched an episode in class one day. I got really excited. So I mentioned it to my teacher and he's like, "Ooh, dude, you should really try out Chuck." So I tried out Chuck. It was pretty good. I never finished it though, but he was like, the ending was a little disappointing anyway. So we'll see. They got rid of it off of Netflix though. It used to be on Netflix and they got rid of it. It was very disappointing. But basically, this guy just became a human supercomputer overnight because one of his former roommates was a spy. Yeah, so it was interesting. Old school pirate. That sounds familiar. That does sound familiar. Oh, sorry, Judge. We're talking about good old shows, if you know them. Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not dead yet. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why you had a hole in the folding screen that was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and kabang. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is clearly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why, upon hearing the gunshot, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. And a click. Miss Meanie immediately covered her own costume with blood, click, and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out. Woo! Hello, Angela Pena. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there is more victims. Von Karma, more like Von Kaiser. I don't know who that is, but okay. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind the murder. Who is that laughing at a time like this? Me, for laughing at all of you idiots for not noticing the obvious. Yeah. Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose to someone like you? Oh my fuck, just take an L, motherfucker! Sit down! Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is what? If the witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Revenge! Yeah, that's right. What exactly was I gonna say? Oh, and one other thing. Who would Miss Eenie Meenie want to kill Dr. Gray? What's her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. It's not. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Yes, you do. I have to think of a motive. The reason you wanted to kill Dr. Gray was because of this. I think that's it. Yeah. For this reason. Just like that, you bored with your silly answers. You really get this to get revenge on my sister's death? Yes. Because through that incident, you actually suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say that I wanted to take revenge based off of nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Grams? I'm like going to explain, so like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge, then like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence. He asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, fucking ass. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. No, I did. No, I did. How about you shut up, sit down for a minute, and let me fucking explain it as such. Thank you. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meanie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. No, she does! Sorry. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. If you let me explain it, you don't have any surely just as pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place, and you should learn yours. For once, keep your mouth shut. Thought I had it for sure. It's like I just say. I told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. And I hope you're gonna like yours in jail. I now conclude the cross-examination. Nope, nope, nope. Hey, we're not done. Hold it. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. All right, you can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. If it would let me. Mia? It does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. No, it makes a lot of sense. Please, Mia, let me possess. Let me possess Pearl for a second. Let me do this. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. For the love of Yob, separate and never do this again. Yeah. Also, it is also the reason that she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. You do not know about Junkyard Fury. Sorry, I don't. What's up, Mr. Wright? Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss May had a motive, why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Yes. Yes, I can. But fake it till we make it, baby. I'm not entirely confident, but I know that I must press on no matter what. Yeah, we have no choice. Otherwise, Maya is guilty. We cannot have that because she's not. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meanie had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination's already ended, after all. Interesting. Did she just whip her? I like that. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? You're supposed to be on my side. Von Karma only cares about a perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will now take a 5-minute recess. We will then continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second! Hold on! Sweet. To be continued. Ta-da! I did it! I'll just... She still knows to go to jail for assault. Yeah, she does. I also will be taking a small little, like a few minutes. I have food on the side next to me that I've been wanting to eat this whole time. I don't remember your name. Who are you? You don't know your name? What's a movie? I'm hungry. Can I have to do but I have the good part. It's orange chicken. Oh, you're TinyGeek. Yeah. Sorry, let me finish up this piece of chicken. I'll be done. Okay, sorry. I decided to subscribe. Oh, thank you, Angelo. So I was eating chicken. I plan on eating the rest of it, but I just needed to eat a few bites. I was like, that chicken's calling me. Okay, June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Is it really true about my aunt? Yeah. Mom didn't feed me again. Cody, I did! I bought you food. I bought you some orange chicken. I did. That's why I have my own orange chicken. I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way that Edie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. Alright. Under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, Von Karma! That's the sass, though! the sass, though. Look at her pose. I like it. Miss Von Karma, hi.
Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad.
Oop. True. He did that of his own volition.
Don't you have something better to be worrying about?
Oh, that side-eye! Okay! I see it, I see it.
Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age.
And just like that, Tiny become Francesca's hater to the Francesca's hip. No, I'm not gonna sim, but I will respectfully say she does look good. That is the only thing I will say. Everything else, not a big fan. How she is in the court, not a fan. This sprite looks good. I will respect that and say that she looks good, but I do not like her still. Are you done? You've caused enough pain, suffering.
Not enough. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat.
Uh-huh. This little smirk is fun, but still no. How did Manfred create this woman? Clearly, she got the genes of her mom. Which I really want to know. I would love to meet the mom, please. I would love to meet the mom. I would love to meet the mom. I need to meet the mom. This is required. I need to meet the mom. Like, I know you're supposed to be cute, some 18-year-old lady or whatever. I need to meet your mom. Forget everyone else. I want to meet your mom, please. Very much. Like, very much so. Thank you. I would also like to meet the mother. Sadly, you never do. But we need to. Like, clearly she gets the looks from her mom. I need to meet the mom. Tiny being sad, learning that she will never meet Mommy Von Karma in the whole series. But yes, the mom. The mom. I need to meet the mom. Please.
Even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Oh.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
That's a cool pose. I'm very happy. I'm very impressed with the fact that they did like that point like that with some really good shorthand. And if you don't know what shorthand is, you need to learn art. It's an art thing. But anyway,
June 22nd, 12:10 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
I got to eat my chicken. I'm good. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eenie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Miss Eenie and Dr. Croy have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be in there. I cannot shorthand in my life. I can't either. I can put layers in front, but like whenever like you're trying to like have a position of like a hand in front of you and you have to do the shorthand of the rest of the arm, it's hard. It's very hard. Miss Eenie, please testify to the court about your car accident. I thought like you wanted to like ask about my motive. We're getting there. I like don't see the point in like bringing up the past. If you please. And also the past is the whole point. Okay, I don't really think I'll do anything good, but like, okay. Okay, let's do this. That was like last year in May. Like something really bad happened at my sister's clinic around then. And like the night of the accident, my sister was totally tired while she was driving. I was totally pooped out. So like I fell asleep at this passenger seat. That's all true. I like woke up because of a jolt and then like it was a sea of flames around me. I like opened my door and like got away. I think I've heard this incident before. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows after day last year. There was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister.
Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may now question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meanie's sister.
Yeah, which means I'll have to work with this from another angle. Eni was the driver. And if she fell asleep in the passenger seat, that does not mean that she is the driver. This is whenever we're going to prove that Eni is actually, in fact, Mimi. It was not entirely Mimi's fault though. Sorry, I got really quiet because I just started skimming over like the stuff. I'm so sorry. I was just like reading everything in silence. I'm so sorry. Which means as far as the real facts were concerned, Mimi was the one who made the mistake, but like it really was not my sis. Totally tired, you mean exhausted. Yeah, we had to talk to the police and was like being investigated every day. It was like totally terrible situation. No wonder car accident happened. Press harder because I know I just need to prove. Why didn't you ask to switch places?
What are you talking about?
Switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True. But like, I didn't have a driver's license.
This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Meanie. Should I whip you into shape to get one? Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony.
Okay, anyway.
I was like totally pooped out, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat. I was like the night of the accident, my sister was totally tired while she was driving. Your sister, was she exhausted? Yeah, she would reply to the police every day. So I continue with testimony. I was like really pooped out too, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. Okay. Accident happened in the right place. It was like 1 a.m. when I had like a paper due so soon. I hadn't really slept and was working like really hard. So it's because the two of you were so tired. Okay. Got her license. Hadia's still in her. I haven't stolen yet. I woke up because of a jolt and it was like a sea of flames around me. I didn't have my license, so I could not take over driving for her. Okay. What happened to it? I didn't see her. The car was like totally... Wait! Wait! No. No. Wrong. This is the counterclaim. I read it and I didn't even process it. Holy fuck. She claims she doesn't have a license, yet Eni is the one who does have the license, and she's pretending to be Eni, therefore saying, oh, I do have a license. But she just admitted that she does not in fact, have a license, which shows that she's actually Mimi. That was a lame lie just now.
Like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo that you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meanie?
Like, that's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but
I didn't get it until after the accident. Wrong! No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director?
Yeah, the perverted fake clinic director. No one cares. Oh, actually, people are gonna care because this is important. Glynis, when did you receive your driver's license?
Last November.
What? November? The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? Liar and lies, the liar both lie about liar. What? That's what happened, Mr. Right? You bending backwards, bullshit judge. At the time of the accident, Miss Navy did not have a driver's license. Ow. Cry, and my whip will accommodate. That's exactly like something that some parents would say, where it's like, oh, you're crying? I'll give you something to cry about. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm like glad you get it, but like, even if I had my license, I like don't think my sister would have like let me drive. Don't just stand there, yourself. You chew Maya with the whip and the paint, come on. Miss Meanie, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? Like, that's because I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Meanie, if you could please. Fine, how annoying. Sorry, like, didn't mean to be mean, but like, totally meant to be mean. Like, around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. My sister was like totally this big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like just had gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car, which is the car that crashed. It's Enie's. She like would say things like, no way I'm letting you, a noob, drive my car. So like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. I have an AP exam to study for. Good luck, miss! Study hard! A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, however... I wouldn't be allowed. Okay. What do you mean by really close? I have one of those permit things. I think that's what they are called. Okay, permits. Now, like, the big name lawyer doesn't even... Wow, the big name lawyer doesn't even know what a permit is? This lawyer never had a permit. Ignorance is to be whipped. Okay, then whip yourself since you clearly can't see what I see about the actual truth. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, can I continue or not? She valued cars. How much would you say she valued a car? Flipped out. And someone touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, my brother with the car out of press. Why does she take such a special care of her car? How can you say that? She was the brand spanking new car. New car? Yeah, like you wouldn't want to like get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? A new car? I don't think that cars really getting dirty is another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. True? He doesn't need to drive a car, he drives miles. Yeah, he does. Nice to know you're remembering me. Oh, hi, Miles! That timing though, kitty. Phoenix, just try asking something more significant, okay? Alright, fine. Red sports car. A new car. Yeah, she had like just gotten it. It was like from the UK or something. Whoa. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Oh my gosh! Alright, Von Karma, you can go ahead and whip the judge real quick. Oh, I guess we're not whipping the judge for the ignorance? Okay. And it was a really special model. She had waited for like a whole year for it to arrive. Mr. Wright's stealing my car from me? Well, I'm pretty sure your car might still be in evidence. Just saying. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Double down, baby. Let's go, Your Honor. Please have the witness append what you said to a testimony. The part about it with a special import car. Yes. if you like cars that much. It's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Would you please fix your testimony? I still look back. Miles! Be careful. You're gonna need to get Phoenix to bail you out of that one, sweetheart. Whatever. Mrs. New car was like a totally special model from England. I'll hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the hell of it. So yeah, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Huh? They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to the cars here in the States. Very true, very true, very true. Which is seems there's no benefit to owning one. Huh? The whole steering wheel on the right side thing is kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? That sleek shape, the way it starts, the raw feeling of manual transmission, the cool breeze, like... Bitch? Do you not understand cars? What is wrong with you? You're right, I don't, but you're just helping me prove my point. Forgive me for being proven right. Personality really changes at the drop of a hat. Interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? We're beginning to be the real contradiction behind the case. I also think she was rejected from the driver's side. I mentioned that too! Oh, baby, I mentioned it. I mentioned that. You did that too. Yeah! Just as you're good at driving. She was like totally awesome. She said she was going to be like the racing queen of the nursing world. I think she dumped my question off track. She did. And then passenger side that night too. And there was a problem. And when was the accident occurred? I nearly reached the passenger side door and like fed like in a daze. Time. It's going to be hard to break such a natural sounding testimony. We have to attack him. By doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. You really think so? Believe. There is a path, I know it. Me almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Around the time, I was really close to getting my license. My sister was like this totally big fan of cars and really valued them. My sister's new car was like a really special model from England. I wouldn't say things I'm gonna try, so I'm gonna ride into the passenger seat of that night too. Okay. Where is the problem where I can counter? Because I press on everything. I know what happened. I just need to present the right evidence at the right time regarding this thing. I'm not sure if it is the third or the fifth statement. Okay. That is the power of the save, baby. We have the power of the save. We'll save on number 7. Or was it 6? We're on 7. It is newspaper clipping number 2. Yeah, I do know that. I know it's this one. And I also know that it has to deal with the testimony. Right here. Page number 2 if they ask me specifics. Yeah. So either the second or the third. It was either the third or the fifth. So like 1, 2, 3. Okay. Present! Miss Meany, do you remember this article? It's an article about the incident. You had said this in it. I stuttered through the sentence. But I opened the right door and like got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? It's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American English car, but we're not in America. We're in England. This was a British car from the UK. Opposite. Just the two of them were riding in a British car. And in that case, the passenger side would be the left side. I made this prediction a while ago. But I was close, but I was also not close. Because I was like, oh, in Japanese, like in Japan and like other countries besides the United States, they open it on the right side So whenever she said that she came out of the right side door, that's not here in America. She actually opened up the driver's side door. I made that prediction a while ago. Like last stream, I think. I said this. I was just talking about it like logical. I didn't know that it was supposed to be a British car. So, hoo, huzzah, 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 huzzah. I was right. Woo! What do you mean by this?
Miss Meanie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car.
But if you were sitting there, then that means that you were in the driver's seat. Whoop. It was a United States sports car, if I remember right. Same idea, though. Yeah. Order in the court. Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving and her older sister was Mimi Minnie. Yeah, that's what Mimi said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. She is actually not Eenie Meenie, but Mimi Meenie! Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. I've had it for the longest time. Also, Eni has good taste in skirts. I will say that. Her skirts, her outfit is so cute. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi, who is really driving that night? It was Mimi. The answer on that person who had the driver's license was Mimi Minnie. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. You just said that the witness was Eni Meenie and the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is actually Mimi Minnie. Mimi Minnie. That is your real name. Objection! Of all the foolish dribble. Then, how do you explain her appearance? The witness had several facial burns and she was admitted to the hospital. For the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons use a photo. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture that she gave to the doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. What did I miss? Just me finally getting to prove all of the stuff that I predicted from last time. Hi, DJ Clark. Nice of you to join us. No! But Mimi Minnie, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that's actually not the case. It was not Mimi Minnie that died in that car accident. It was actually Eenie Meenie that died in that car accident. Then, the body they found in the crash site. That was the body of the real Eenie Meenie. Isn't that right, Mimi? Minnie? That car accident 1 year ago, the one who died that night was Eenie Meenie. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. Unintentional, probably, let's be real here, but nonetheless. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Minnie from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back to the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of this nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Minnie. However, that would not have been possible. Because Mimi Minnie was in fact actually alive. And that fact would have been discovered that the channeling had been conducted. This witness had to stop that from happening at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. And also, you know, for revenge. For the death of her sister. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Also, as a nurse, she'd know how to drug Maya. Yes, that very much too. I didn't even think about that, but yes, you're so right. Well, Miss Eni, it's Karma. Why did you just say my name just now? Ooh! Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you need to go to jail for invasion of privacy. Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Minnie. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself and become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice accident. Yes, Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Minnie. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi had a car accident. And when she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that accident, and then her own sister's life extinguished. That was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames on that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. To throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. Yeah, but why are they trying to make it all sad and gloomy? She still killed somebody. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo bullshit. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni was the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling the occult? I hate it. I hate it all. Alright, cool, thanks. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Minnie choose to go to such a complicated plan? Why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? And regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear, and we'll figure that out next time. Stay tuned for more Ace Attorney coming to you live from Channel 5 News. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. No, it's not. Just be upset. Welcome to welcome to the humbling room. I'm glad you've been humbled, and I would like you to kindly take your seat and shut up and never talk to me again. Thank you. It's got the biggest body count out of every certain shell-loving gentleman. I'm perfect. No, but we can say you are just to help stroke whatever ego you have. Which really need to be humbled at this point. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy seeing the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be the broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, my victory, again. Your defeat, for the first time ever. And assault charges. Attempted murder. Technically, she literally did just attempt to kill me in the state of court. Or in the court of law, in the courtroom. There's cameras in here. Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix. This court is a fraud. It's a sham. And she's going to jail. She's going to jail. She's going to jail. She just assaulted a lawyer and technically just attempted murder. Now then, it looks like it will also be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Yay! Thank you for the confetti! What's his name? Gumshoe! I was like, I can see his face. I can see him throwing the confetti. What was his name? It's Gumshoe. There we go. Mrs. Gone and can't back me up, but I've seen the anime No Shot Francis 18. Oop! That is all. Court is adjourned. So also lying and being underage. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis? This is cute but weird. It's good to see you too, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. Maya, this is probably not okay. Yeah, this is kind of weird. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? That was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. Oh, shit! That's right. Look respectfully! Wait, look respectful! There is still one thing that I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lada would have to witness quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had a plan down to the smallest detail, huh? Especially Maya should use the spirit medium break technique. She should. Nick! Congratulations, Maya. You're free again. Thank you. It looks like you bailed me out of another jam. And we'll be doing this again and again and again and again because that's all we do. I always get myself and find myself in the worst situations and then you always have to bail my ass out of here. You know, but I really want something like this to happen ever again. And it will. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, but every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me, why my aunt Lynn did something so horrible? Why would she help Mimi in a plan like that? I don't understand. Maya, why don't you just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. Profiles? I don't think so. It's just people. It comes to Pearl! Oh no, not Pearly! Okay. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into the Parian village, and that person will be you, Maya. And if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and that would happen then. A branch of family. My aunt.
No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearl could become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think what she was saying was, I thought so. Oh! Oh, that hurts. Do we ever meet their mom? Do we ever meet their mom? Like, genuinely speaking? Do we just never meet them? We do? Ooh! I wonder how the mom looks. I'm very curious. I wish I knew what the dad looked like. You know, to produce such beautiful women, like, especially Mia? What about the mom? What about the dad? Date and time unknown, detention center, solitary confinement, cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Cryon, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped the brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless Maine family girl, that Maya Fey. I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself, and your time will come. I count on it. Okay. Hold up. She's back? Who's this? Would you like to save your progress? Yeah. Okay. I think it's time for me to call it a day. That's a sir? What is happening? What the fuck? He gonna be found hanging or some shit and dead. Okay, next time. Seriously, but like, what the fuck? Look at her! I get to adopt Pearl! Yay! The adoption papers finally went through! Yeah! Okay, I gotta go. I'm leaving, but I guess we'll be going to the circus next time. Thanks for joining. Have a good night or day, depending where you are in the world. Or, and all that fun, good jazzy stuff. Scribbles are optional, but never required. You get the rules, you get the job, you get the... Sorry, I made it myself. You get the gist, you got it. Alright, that's all. Bye. Yeah, I would adopt Pearl, though, for sure. Just saying. Technically, her dad's not around, the mom's in jail. Like, why not just adopt her? Just saying. Okay, bye!